this pretty much sums up my Saturday. Not sure how yours went, but a lot of emotion swinging back and forth, up and down, as the Sixers and Celtics were embattled in what felt like the closest thing to the postseason to date. And after Jason Tatum just sticks it right there, there's the little twist. Devontae, no, not you, Devontae. But look, I'm not one of those guys. He can't play here because he roots for the other team. So be it. All right. But man, what a moment as Jason Tatum steals the heart of the Sixers fans in the building. Joel Embiid shot too late, all that shit aside. And then you see one of your top players just go over and, hey, man, let me get that real quick. And then Jason Tatum, the guy who just did it, is like, there you go. Take the shirt off my back. 5 bets, 5 minutes. Let's begin. We're right back with the Sixers. We start right now. You've hit the thumbs up button, right? You've subscribed, right? We're going to go under 217 for our first play. Only 4 games. We're going to make this work in our 5th bet, but we're going to go under 217 with our first play here. Mainly out of concern that Doc Rivers doesn't just turn this thing up. You know, Doc's not the type of coach to say, oh, you know, we got beat, we lost, we should have won, all these other things. Let's come out of the gates firing. Doc wants to slow this thing down. Methodical possessions where Joel Embiid or James Harden are getting to the line. Now, that slows the game down. I understand that. But you're also sacrificing possessions. And I think that's the bigger thing here. The Miami Heat are not inclined to push this thing to attract meat. Defensively, they can hang with anything that the Sixers have outside of Embiid, but we've seen the Sixers lose with Embiid having big games before, too. I just don't see Miami getting to 110, and I think 110 is the cap for the 76ers right now. Could be wrong, but I like coming out of the gate here in a slower game where the Sixers need to be more methodical, be more focused, and be sharper defensively from 3. That's been the problem, and we just saw that rear its ugly head under 217. Hornets minus 6.5. This is simple shit, folks, right? Like the Detroit Pistons are trying to make it look good, but the Hornets are doing it better. The Hornets are sucking, but still giving you something. The Pistons are just hanging around, and they're just taking advantage of good to decent teams that go up to Detroit or face Detroit at home and say, it's the Pistons. What really more do you want? Whatever you call the situation that the Charlotte Hornets are in, and it's not as crazy as another team that we're going to talk about coming up, they're just better right now than the Pistons. And this is a blowout. It's below 7 points, which is still a key number in the NBA. I want to take a shot here with Charlotte destroying Detroit. Detroit still needs to ensure in the East that they are the Spurs of the Eastern Conference. They still need to do everything they can to continue to lose. Charlotte just doesn't know any better until they shut ball down, which isn't going to happen right now. Over 223.5 for the Celtics Knicks. Yes, this game, I'm really surprised the total is so low. And I want to slam this. Favorite prop of the night, favorite play of the night, favorite bet of the night is going over 223.5. I don't know if the Celtics win this game. I don't know if the Knicks make a statement. I'd be inclined to lean Knicks on the money line here, but I don't have to. This total is off. It's probably about 10 points off north. Celtics are a high-scoring machine, and the Knicks have shown over the past couple of, well, maybe a stretch, I should say, not immediately, but over a stretch, that they can still put up points with one guy taking over the scoring load and a couple of other guys just kind of being there. This is a great night. I think, look, R.J. Barrett has an opportunity to drop 20. Jalen Brunson is a living, breathing 20-point night. And Julius Randle can explode and not take away from point production with those other two guys. We're going over 223.5, and we're not looking back. Last game, last play, second to last play. I apologize. And this would be the parlay if you're so inclined to jack it up to plus 1228. But we have one more to get to besides this. I get it. The Pelicans need a win. The Pelicans are desperate. You're hearing this. You're reading this. You're following the Pelicans discussion about this game tonight, and it's being treated as some get-right opportunity for New Orleans, who is not good enough to have a get-right moment. Like Charlotte, we wouldn't talk about, well, the Hornets really need a get-right moment tonight against Detroit. Charlotte's dog shit like Detroit's dog shit. They just happen to be less dog shit, less stink on them. I think I'm going to make the same argument except for Orlando here. I'm getting north of 3 points, which is fine. 4.5 is a fine number for me. On the road, Orlando has been a tough cover. We've seen that covering spreads. But on top of that, I'm not giving any benefit of the doubt to New Orleans. And I don't necessarily know, nor do I believe that the Pelicans are just this 4.5-point home favorite. The Magic are crazy, and they're still involved in the playoff race. That's wild. All right, let's go back here. This total at 235 is nonsense. All right, let's be serious here. Oh, we can parlay this. Same game. Look at that. Under 235 for the Charlotte Hornet Pistons game. I mean, enough is enough. I don't know where you're getting this level of ammunition from Detroit, first and foremost. Secondly, even if Charlotte does go on a run, even if Charlotte does put up some bangers here, what are you looking at? A team that could probably get you 120? Okay, 120 to 88, 120 to 95. That's kind of what I'm looking at here tonight. Even if the Hornets can get you 130 points, which is possible against Detroit, you're not getting 100 points from Detroit. So you stay under the century mark, you're fine, you're good. There's our plays. I'll run those back for you, but let me tell you, you can turn $5 into $150. This is simple. You need to be 21 or older, live in a state where you can legally place a wager, and if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Just sign up, link below to DraftKings. All right? Take 90 seconds. Deposit $5. Sign somebody you know up at DraftKings with this link. That's fine. Just find the heaviest money line favorite out there. All right? Grambling is a heavier favorite than North Carolina. That's fine. Well, let's do that. Normally, $5 pays you $1.51. In this case, it's going to pay you $150. All you need to do is just sign up with that link below, put the $5 in, and then bam, bet Grambling. You've got $150 back. Simple stuff, right? We're under 217 total for the Heat Sixers. Hornets -6.5. Over 223 for the Celtics Knicks. Orlando Magic +4.5. And then we finish under 235. We went back to that Pistons Hornets game for a nice little one. Look, it says we can parlay this plus 24.35. Hey, why not put $1 or $2 on that? But those are your 5 bets in 5 minutes. On your way out, I'm going to give you a week off the Bet Pro tool. A week off. You see, we have a ton of different metrics here. S-bet percentage about what you should bet. SEV about how much your bankroll should grow. And you're going to get a free week. These are all plus EV bets from our sharpest of sharp projections on Stochastic. It's also matching the market. So from a betting standpoint, this is your tool. This is your one-stop shop for betting the NBA. That's it. Look, I mean, this is the best example I can give you right here. Shout out to Elvis on the Discord. Appreciate you being part of the Discord and also sharing. Even on a rough night for Elvis, even on a rough night for you, money can be made with the Bet Pro tool. This is fantastic. 5 legs smashing the Bet Pro tool on a juicy 1047 parlay. It's what we do with the Bet Pro tool. I want to just, this is like Jordan leaving his hand up after the shot, or Kobe leaving his hand up, or anybody now who stole that. We'll see you.